Okay, so today is a boring rainy day and I have nothing better to do, so I'm going to show you some of the commands and control that I set up using the new Harmony Elite remote that I got and also the Phillips Hue lighting system. They're actually very, very cool. I highly recommend them. It's a little pricey, but at the end of the day, we don't really need electronics, but we want them, and this is something I've always wanted to do. And I finally got it done. So I will say this, if you get into it, it's very addicting. You're going to want to buy all the bulbs, all the different choices that they have for like LED strips, outdoor lights, motion sensors, all that. I'm already itching. I already have more stuff that I'm looking to buy. So just be aware it's addictive and it can be expensive. So I'm going to show you today just a couple of things that I set up. I'm going to be using the iPad app. You can get this on your Android phone as well. I'm using my phone to record the video, so I can't use it, which means I have to use this stupid iPad. But hey, whatever. And I'm also going to be using the Logitech Harmony Elite remote. So what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to shut everything off. And then I'll walk you through some of the commands that I have set up. Okay, so the first command I'm going to set up or walk you through is the listen to music command. So I'm just going to go ahead, it's hard to see, but I'm going to press it here on the Harmony remote. It's going to turn it on. What's cool about the Harmony remote is you can actually set your own icons. So I use Tidal. Oops, music playing. So I use Tidal on my phone, and I actually send that with the Chromecast audio to the receiver. So I went ahead and went with like a soft yellow light for this scene. Just because when I am listening to music, I'm usually getting up or I'm moving around the room. Sometimes I do just sit down, and if that's the case, then I can actually shut those lamps off or dim them down. But just gives you a nice soft yellow light. Another very cool thing, so let me show you with the app, is I can actually change the color of the lights. So right now I'm in the whites. I can change it to like a very bright white light, or I can change it to a soft yellow light, even orange. Or I can go in and change it to whatever color I want. So I can do blue, I can do white, yellow, green. I know Chelsea likes like pinkish purples like that. That's probably like hot pink. Oh yeah. And then they have this. This is recipes. So there's relax. So if I set it to relax, soft yellow light. There's read, which is brighter. And then there's concentrate, which is very bright white light. And then energize, which is even brighter white light. So you can set up one of those. I do like the relax one. That's actually the color that I chose for this command, just because who doesn't like to relax when they listen to music? Okay, so the next command I'm going to show you is the watch a Blu-ray command. The watch a Blu-ray command and my Netflix command are actually the same ones. As far as lighting goes, they obviously just do different things. So watch a Blu-ray controls the TV, Blu-ray player, and the receiver. The Netflix command basically just turns the TV on, turns the smart features on, and then shuts the Blu-ray player off if it's on. But it also does the Philips Hue lighting. So the lighting setup is actually the same for these two. I wanted to set it up similar because I usually will watch movies with both of these commands. So I'm going to go ahead and fire it up. And I drew the shades a little bit so you can kind of see because it's a little bright out, but at night, this one actually looks really cool. So it powers up the Blu-ray player, receiver, TV, turns it all on, changes everything to the right input, and then turns the lighting on. Now the lamps are set to 5%. The backlighting on the TV is set to 80%, and it's set to blue. And would you imagine that? Star Wars is in my Blu-ray player. I don't know how that happened. I don't even like Star Wars, so. So yeah, this is the watch a Blu-ray now. That's just kind of a glimpse of some of the stuff that I've done now. When I shut all of these off, and what I love probably the most about the Harmony Elite remote is that you don't have to point it at the system. I had the 950, which is basically the dumbed down version of this one. You had to point it at everything. You couldn't control it with your phone. So you don't have to point at everything, but there's an all off button here at the top. So when I hit all off, you're going to see everything power down behind me, and it's going to bring the lights up. So the TV lights shut off, the two lamps there turn on, and then I have a light right here in the middle room, kind of right above the camera, that turns up. And what I like about it is it turns it up only about 50%, so that's not blaringly bright light. So that way when you're done watching a movie and you got to pick up your popcorn and drinks or whatever, you can still see, you can get up and move around the room. Now, one thing that I like about the Harmony remote is that on here, I have control for the lights right on the remote. So I can turn the lights all the way off. I can turn them on. And then if I go into the devices screen on the Harmony remote, I can also control the brightness. So I can turn those down. I can turn them up. If I have the TV lights on behind the TV, I can control the color and brightness of those as well from the remote, or I can even do it from the smartphone app. But this is the light right behind the camera here. So you can see you can bring that up or down. And then you just tap the button, shuts them all off, and then I can go in and I can turn them on and off independently. So it's a really feature-rich app, which is cool. And so then on my phone, I set up an app called If This Then That. And if you don't use that app, you can set it up to do whatever you want. And basically the premise is if this happens, then do this. So with my phone, I have it set up where if I leave, it shuts the lights off. If I come home, it turns the lights on, which is why I want to get another bulb for outside, so that way it'll bring the outside light on too. And then there's going to be there's a garage door opener that you can get that I really want to get for the motorcycle, especially. That when you get within a mile of your home, it opens your garage door, so that way I don't have to fumble around and try and open the garage door. It'll just do it automatically when my phone gets in range. And then I have a cool command set up too where the TV lights behind me will flash blue anytime that the International Space Station flies over. Hasn't done it yet, but I'm excited. It's supposed to be flying over here soon, so I'm going to keep an eye out and see if the TV lights flash. But another great thing that I love too is, I can just leave the lights on, go into bed, bring my phone in there, shut the house down, and it turns off. And this is going to expand into other things too. I'm going to end up getting the Nest thermostat so we can control it remotely. And then also get the Quickset Bluetooth lock. It's called the Kivo, I think. That way there, everything's automated. And I mean, this is even just basic automation. You can even go crazier with it if you want, but I think this is so that's the Phillips Hue and Harmony. Just so you guys have an idea of what it's capable of. Like I said, I was bored today, so I figured I'd make a video and kind of show it off. If you have any questions about it, let me know. I'll be more than happy to help anybody out. And yeah, enjoy this rainy ass Florida weather.